Ok, vamos a ver el nuevo gameplay multiplayer donde van a enseñar los mapas y esos que van a venir. O sea, los nuevos mapas remasterizados. Es la palabra, que se me olvida. Ok, so vamos para allá.
For multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, we wanted to give the player a new way to experience these classic maps.
Vamos para allá. Yo en verdad estoy bien hypeado, de verdad,
When
porque
we
esos
told
mapas yo
our
casi
team we're going to be
no los jugué.
making these
Literal.
maps, they lit up. They were like calling dibs on which ones they wanted to go get reference for.
Maps really come through. They feel like they felt back then. And when you're playing High Rise, when you're playing
High-Rise.
Estoy, you feel really transported back. We questioned a lot of what was good about the movement of older games, what was good about the gunplay of older games, and the same with the newer games. So we tried to marry a lot of those things together.
The way we approached it is that how are we going to make these the best versions of those maps that people have ever played? Because that's what we wanted. That's what we want as fans.
There are places where the metrics of the level are adjusted to fit more modern gameplay, but for the most part, it's going to feel incredibly similar. The biggest changes are really in a fidelity sense. Places like Afghan, where it might have been difficult to see somebody in some of the circumstances, we have new tools to make that both look better, but also read better so that your target acquisition is improved.
Favela is a map where it really pushed our
Favela es
opportunities
que quiero jugar,
to explore
bro, de verdad.
what you couldn't
Wow.
do in the old one and what you can do now. From an artistic side, the map has more detail than I think any other map. In High Rise, it's fun to explore and jump on the
High-rise.
scaffolding and mantle to places that you weren't able to actually grab or reach before. Now you can get
Vamos a
there.
ver lo
When
primero
it was a
completo.
question of whether it should
Pero ahí
be
está un
like
poquito
the
el gameplay,
original,
que va a ser más
or whether it
rápido
should
y
be
eso,
more
¿verdad?
modern
Por
in
lo
terms of the
menos.
metrics, we went with the original. And we pushed very hard to make sure that that experience was as close to the original as we possibly could while we modernized the look of the map.
I've seen people play it for the first time and they don't really know what they're going to see. And when that load screen shows up for Favela or for Quarry, you see them light up like,
Oh,
oh my
Quarry.
gosh, these
Like,
are the
ese no
maps
es mi
that
mapa favorito.
I've been hoping they would remake.
Y Scrapyard
The whole team
también.
here is super excited to bring all of these maps to fans everywhere.
Esto va a ser un nuevo juego. La beta va a ser en octubre 6. So, octubre 6 cae viernes, ¿verdad? Sí, cae viernes. Espero no equivocarme.
¿Ustedes me escuchan?
Dímelo, que es la que hay.
Sí.
Mira, puta cara, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde va?
¿Quién es ese? Cosi, este cabrón.
Sí.
Pero sí, loco. Esto va a ser, la beta va a ser octubre 6. ¿Qué cae octubre 6, loco? Güey, que no quiero dar una fecha mal. Octubre 6 cae viernes, sí. So, el viernes, ese día va a ser libre, obviamente. Lo voy a coger libre del trabajo, me da igual. Y para jugarlo, en verdad. Pero quiero ir al gameplay, que creo que...
Ay, Warfare 3, ¿verdad?
No, Warfare 3, loco. So, aquí...
Guys, it's fun to explore and jump on the scaffolding and mantle to places that you
verdad que ahora
weren't
es más
able to
rápido,
actually
loco,
grab or
literal.
reach before. Now you can get there.
When it was a question of whether it should be like
Es que increíble.
Dios mío.
¿Cómo es posible? Sí, loco, literal, de verdad, lo sé. Hacho, en verdad que estoy bien hypeado.
the
loco, de
original
verdad.
or whether it should be more modern in terms of the metrics,
Por
we
el
went with the
cancel
original.
y eso.
And we pushed very hard to make sure that that experience was as close to the original as we possibly could while we modernized the look of the map.
I've seen people play it for the first time and they don't really know what they're going to see. And when that
Oh, el 5, vamos a estar reaccionando al evento Next que van a hacer en Los Ángeles y van a estar jugando los streamers y eso. Una beta anticipada. So que ese día vamos a estar reaccionando también. So también voy a salir temprano del trabajo, me da igual. Y ya.